Howdy, hi. This is Do Your Job Sports College Basketball Picks and Predictions, November 7th. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, got to take a look at the previous day's results. On the day, we go 4-2, bringing our season record to 19 wins and 9 losses. Since we lost 2 games, we add $6 to the giveaway fund, bringing our season total to $27. Nobody gets taken off or added to the banned list. I will now recap the 6 games we picked, and we'll get on to the games for tomorrow. First game, we had Ohio plus 105 on the money line. This game actually closed with Ohio being a 1.5 point favorite, so they closed as a minus 130. For good reason, they win the game 72-68. Unfortunately, our over does not get there. This was actually a really slow-paced game. Neither team could shoot free throws. Ohio 56% from the free throw line, 15 of 27. Illinois State went 6 of 11. Ohio loses the rebound battle, wins the turnover battle. They shoot 51% from the field, 12% from deep. 1-2. They went 1 of 8. So that was not ideal. That was the main reason the over did not hit. Next one, we had Northern Iowa minus 9.5. Good Lord. They absolutely destroyed Cal State Northridge. Final score, Northern Iowa 86, Cal State Northridge at 57. UNI shoots 51% from the field, 42% from deep. They lose the rebound battle. They win the turnover battle. Cal State Northridge had 20 turnovers. You're not going to win many games when doing that. So shout out to Northern Iowa. We had TCU minus 24.5 at home against St. Francis. They win this game by 41. You kind of knew this was going to happen after they lost their opening game of the year to New Orleans at home. Final score 104-63. They finally remember how to put the ball in the hoop. 52% from the field, 36% from deep. They win the free throw battle 28-6. So maybe the referees had a little to do with this. They win the rebounding battle 48-24. And they win the turnover battle by 1. So they did this one real bad. Then finally, this over, I did not think this line was going to be set at 182.5. I was kind of thinking like mid to low 170s. But good Lord, this over still hit. IU Indy at home to the Long Island Sharks. Final score of this game, where is it? I'm trying to scroll. It was like 94-90. Yep, 94-90. LIU wins. They shot 59% from the field, 46% from deep. IU Indy should have won the game. They just proceeded to shoot 8 of 30 from deep. IU Indy wins the turnover battle 23-14. They lose the rebound battle, but they lost the rebound battle because they couldn't shoot the ball from the field. Sharks shot 59%, IU Indy just 44. I mean, it is what it is, but I feel like IU Indy should have won this game. Our losers, we had the over in the Ohio-Illinois State game. Too slow paced, not enough shots made. Ohio went 1 of 8 from deep. You're not going to hit many overs when your team makes 1 3-pointer. Then we had West Virginia. We got to talk about this one for a minute. Minus 15.5. If I recall, they only won this game by 8 points. 73-65. WVU 40% from the field, 35% from deep. They lose the rebounding battle. They only win the turnover battle by 1. That's very concerning for a West Virginia team that prides itself on defense. You can't be winning the turnover battle by just 1 against a Campbell team who just lost to Wisconsin by 32. So West Virginia, we might have to start fading. Their next few games, Lehigh on Sunday. They have the backyard brawl against Pittsburgh November 13th. That's going to be must watch. They're then Clemson, Wake Forest, Ohio State. we're going to be fading them against all decent teams. And then once they get into Big 12 play, I think they're going to get pooped on. All right, that's the recap. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. All right, so for today, we have a little different format than we normally do. Not going to go as deep into detail as I don't have that much time to record both this video and the NBA video I'm going to be getting out tonight. So we're going to do a little bit of a quick recap. We have 4 picks here, 2 more on the next slide, giving us 6 total games that I like. So let's get into it. First one, Georgetown is catching 7.5 points at Maryland. I think Georgetown is the better roster. Maryland, first year their new head coach as their guy goes to Villanova. Georgetown beat Kentucky in an exhibition game. I think they're the better team straight up. Maryland, they don't cover big numbers. This should be a pretty lit home environment, but I'm just not trusting Maryland laying 7.5 to a team I think they are worse than. That makes no sense. Next game, give me Wake Forest at home, minus 19.5 against Morehead State. Morehead State coming off of a very disappointing year. They had one of the best teams in their conference, if you're looking at roster-wise, and they weren't able to do a goddamn thing with it. They've already played one game this year. They were barely able to beat a D3 team named Midday at home, 89-84. That is not very good. Wake Forest, they were able to take down a really good team, an American, 88-74 in week 1. Their court's also really weird to play at. It's elevated off the normal level. Your eyesight's all fucked up. Weird court. Give me Wake Forest. I think they win this thing by 30+. Next game, Kansas at UNC. This is a true road spot at Chapel Hill. At Chapel Hill. Kansas is the better basketball team, and it's not even close. They have the better team, and they have the better coach in Bill Self. UNC loses their entire roster from last year. They hit the transfer portal, bring in a few freshmen, which are not nearly close in skill level as to the guys Kansas have. This game's going to be lit in terms of an atmosphere perspective, but I don't care. Kansas, better team, better coach. Give me the Jayhawks. Next game, Cornell at Kent State. I'm going to rack the over, 165.5. Cornell, they're an Ivy team. This is their first game of the season. Based on last year's stats, they do not play a lick of defense, not even one bit. Apparently, they spend all their time studying mathematics and offense. Kent State, this is already game number 2. Their first game went into overtime. At the end of regulation, it was 87-87. That was at home against Troy. They lost that game 103-97. They like to play quick. They should be hungry to get their first win. They should be able to score 90+ here. They have one of the best offenses in the MAC. They have a great coach. Should be a pretty nice environment at home Friday night. On to the next slide. All right, so we got 2 more games, plus 2 random college legends I think people forget about. One, you have Cade Cunningham, who is an absolute dog at Oklahoma State. And then 2, you have Corey Kispert, who was fantastic at Gonzaga, but I think he's kind of fallen off, given as though he played basketball for Washington. But he was really good in college, really good from outside, really helped that Gonzaga squad. So shout out to Cade and Corey Kispert. All right, our final 2 games. Give me Troy plus 2.5 on the road at Furman. Troy already beat that Kent State team we just talked about, 103-97 in overtime. They looked fantastic on offense. I really don't see how Furman's going to be able to keep up with them. Furman is 0-1 on the year. They got blown out of the gym game 1, losing 97-71 against High Point. That was supposed to be a really good game, and they got destroyed. Their team's a lot different from last year's. I think it's going to take them a while to figure it out. Whether they're at home or not, I don't care. Give me Troy plus 2.5. Final game, we're going to fade NIU. This is their final year in the MAC. We're going to take Wisconsin minus 27.5 in the over, 157.5. Game number 1 for NIU, they beat ULM by 20. So I think that's one of the main reasons why Wisconsin isn't laying 35 here. The books, they're a little bit skewed. They think NIU is better than they are. Little do they know, ULM might just be one of the worst teams in college basketball, period. Wisconsin, they should be able to get whatever they want down low in the front court. Their back court is leaps and bounds better than what NIU has. Their bench is way deeper. It's a Friday night at Wisconsin. You're not doing anything else. Give me the Badgers, minus 27.5. Give me the over, 157.5. All right, that's going to do it for me in this video. I will be back tomorrow night with the normal video, not this updated, shortened version. And yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching, and I will catch you in tomorrow's video. Peace.